taped to his head like an asshole. Ready, set, go. Oh, and there they go. Little Susie's giving it her all. Dad's down there and he's looking like he's eating shit, both literally and figuratively. The crowd is going wild. Oh boy, it's gonna be close. Time's up. You lose. $100 to the red team. Dad, here's a moist towelette. Now get the fuck off my stage. So this whole fiasco goes on over and over again until Marcus had enough of that happy horse shit. And at that point, whichever family has the most money goes on to the
Big Daddy Obstacle Course.
And the other family gets a pair of Skechers, and they promptly fuck off. Now, of course, the obstacle course was the best part of the entire show. It's what put the asses in the seats at the Double Dare Studios, if you will. I mean, you gotta cross the monkey bars, you gotta go sliding down slides into vats of slime, or GAC, if you will. Remember GAC? That bright, colored, goopy shit? I think that's what modern TV's missing these days. There's not enough GAC in it. You go ask anybody on the street that's under the age of 25 what GAC is, they wouldn't have a clue. GAC? What the hell? What is that, a fucking Dr. Seuss character? What the hell is GAC? Alright, so the whole point of the obstacle course is you have 60 seconds to retrieve 8 red flags. Each flag that you got, you won a prize. Now each prize, of course, got progressively better as you went, which meant that the first flag was always some bullshit prize. Like 15 minutes before the show started, the showrunners were like, hey, you took care of that first prize, right? What? No, I thought you did. And then they had to like run to a Dollar General real quick to find something. But it didn't matter because they always hyped it up on the show like it was the best prize fucking possible. Alright, for the first flag, they gotta climb over this baby pool filled with a fuck ton of GAC. If they do that, Harvey, what do they win?
It's a bottle of palm dish soap. Yeah, that's right. Whether you're scrubbing pots and pans or you're disciplining foul-mouthed children, dish soap by Palmolive will get the job done. And of course, the middle flags would always showcase, like, the peak of 90s electronic technology at the time. All right, for this obstacle, we're gonna dump a bunch of bullshit on your head, and then there's, like, a flag or something. I don't know. Harvey, what's the prize they win? It's a Panasonic VCR! That's right, this bad boy comes with tracking, a remote control, and it weighs more than an average 5th grader. Now Dad can watch Smokey and the Bandit right in your very own living room thanks to VCR by Panasonic. Now the grand prize, of course, was at the very end, and this was either a vacation or it was a brand new car, which I thought was very ambitious for a Nickelodeon game show. All right, little Susie, if you get past the rabbit Doberman and grab the flag, Harvey, what's the grand prize? It's a Ford Escort. That's right, it's a 1.6-liter four-banger with a top speed of 49 miles per hour. It's cheap, it's economical, and it sounds like the hooker of automobiles. It's the Escort by Ford. So finally, they start this obstacle course, and let's be honest, it's a complete shit show. I mean, the kids are one thing, they're all spry and limber, they're doing well. But then you got Dad lagging behind with his fucking high-ass blood pressure, and Mom, who hasn't fucking ran anywhere since her lacrosse days in high school. They got 60 seconds. They sure as hell ain't winning that Ford Escort, I can tell you that. Hell, even as a kid, I knew how every episode of Double Dare was gonna end. And that is with time running out, somebody's out of breath, Dad, frantically searching a giant nose for a fucking flag. Oh, that's a bullshit! There's no flag in there! This goddamn game is rigged! Oh, wait a minute, here it is. And then you got Mark Summers coming in out of nowhere. Well, I guess it sucks to suck, doesn't it? Harvey, tell them all the prizes they won. Well, they got the Palmolive dish soap, the Bugs Bunny pencil sharpener, the Vanilla Ice cassette tape, the Pogo stick, and the gigantic VCR by Panasonic. And then boom, credits roll, the show's over, and your 8-year-old ass is fucking entertained, I can tell you that. That was it. Solid, simple American television in the 90s. Now you turn on TV these days and you gotta watch Dog the Bounty Hunter dressed up as a fucking armadillo. I don't want to watch that. Just give me a bumbling Midwestern family covered in bullshit trying to win a fucking karaoke machine, and I'll be all set. The end. Alright, now like I've said a million bajillion times before, I used to play a lot of games outside when I was a kid. And one of those games was the classic Truth or Dare. Now normally you're supposed to play Truth or Dare with like girls in somebody's basement and you make out with somebody with braces for the first time or whatever you do. But this version of Truth or Dare was with me and my dirty little 9-year-old friends from the neighborhood. Now Truth or Dare, of course, is a very simple game. If you pick truth, you have to answer how many times you pooped your pants in public or whatever the question that was asked. And if you pick Dare, you're forced to do something gross or potentially life-threatening. So needless to say, you pick truth if you wanted to play it safe. And this is really where you would learn stuff about your friends that, well, you probably didn't want to know in the first place. All right, Michael, truth or dare? Truth. What's the weirdest thing that's ever happened to you? One time the ice cream man smelled my hair and then he asked for my phone number. Michael, what the hell? Yeah, and then I tried to pay for my freeze pop, but he just licked his lips and drove off. Okay, well, that's pretty fucking weird. Anybody want to go next? And
And sometimes when we would play, we would do a little variation where one person would ask a question and everybody else had to answer it. All right, let's do, what's the most embarrassing moment of your life? Ready, go. Mine was the time I peed my pants during a spelling test. Mine was the time I fell off my bike and cried in front of my dad. Mine was the time my stepdad found me pooping in the sink. Dude, what the? Or maybe it was the time I ate 9 tubes of chapstick and threw up at a Payless shoe store. Dude, fucking sick. Oh no, it's definitely the time I had to go to the ER when I shoved that Lego piece up my pee hole. All right, Michael, that is enough. You are not allowed to pick truth anymore. Holy hell. Now, of course, if you're more of a risk taker, you could opt into a dare. And being the dirty little bastards that we were, the dares would start out fairly trivial, but then eventually evolve into fucking borderline domestic terrorism. They'd start off simple like, okay, I dare you to ding-dong ditch the guy with the eye patch that lives down the street. Okay, I'll do it. Yeah? Hey, what's up? Hey, you behind the bushes. Hey, I see you. How you doing? I fucking do too, you little bastard. I can see your fucking generic-ass Scottie Pippen jersey from here. I still have one good eye, for Christ's sake. But then gradually, the dares would start to become a little bit more severe, if you will. Okay, I dare you to take a shit on the porch of that guy with the eye patch that lives down the street. Okie dokie. God damn it, what is it? Hey, what the? Oh, what the fuck? Hey, you! Did you poop on my stoop? Get your ass over here and scoop the poop off my stoop. Now, why the hell would we do stuff like that? I mean, it's not like you can win truth or dare after all. Well, you did it because you didn't want to be called a wuss. Because apparently that's right at the top of the list of the worst shit you can be called as a kid. I swear the words do it, don't be a wuss was probably responsible for like 78% of the stupid shit that we did as kids. And it's pretty much the reason how we got Michael's gullible ass to do just about any dare that we wanted. Come on, Michael, do it. Don't be a wuss. I dare you to eat this purple crayon as fast as you can. Fuck you, I'm not a wuss. What's next? I dare you to spit on your own face. Piece of cake, what now? I dare you to shove this Lego piece up your pee hole. I've done it once, I can do it again. But out of all the dumbass shit that we've seen Michael do, he never really got in trouble for it. That is until one day when Michael was dared to throw an empty Snapple bottle into a busy-ass intersection in broad daylight. Yeah, clearly not a good idea. Like I said, borderline domestic terrorism wasn't off the table at Truth or Dare. And thinking back on it, I don't even think we told him to do it. I'm pretty sure Michael just dared himself like an idiot. Dare me to huff this Snapple bottle into oncoming traffic? What? No, Michael, what are you, nuts? What the fuck? Now, what followed next was a confrontation with the angriest man that I've ever seen in my short 9-year-old life. This guy runs out into the street, just leaves his car in the middle of traffic, and just starts losing his shit in the middle of broad daylight. Now, I don't know if you guys have ever been yelled at as a kid by a strange, angry man that you've never met before, so badly that it caused a little bit of pee to leave your body involuntarily, but it's quite the fucking experience, to say the least. What the fuck did you throw at my Buick?
It was a Snapple bottle.
What are you, fucking trying to kill somebody?
We were just playing Truth or Dare.
Yeah, well, here's the truth for you. If you ever hunt something at my car again, I'm gonna burn down your house and kill the fucking family dog. Let me catch your little generic Scottie Pippen ass out in the streets again. I'll punch a 9-year-old. I'm not afraid of jail. So, after that, needless to say, we were done with playing Truth or Dare.
You guys want to go, like, play Duck Duck Goose or something instead?
Yeah, let's go fucking play Duck Duck Goose. Alright, so not too long ago, I had to go to the eye doctor to renew my prescription for contact lenses. And like most people, I put off going to the eye doctor as long as I can, until I'm on my last pair of contacts. They've been in my eyeballs for way too long. Every time I blink, it makes a sound effect. So finally, I give up and I go to the eye doctor. And some of you out there might be like, hey, wait a minute, didn't this guy already make a cartoon on the eye doctor like 40 years ago? About the time when he was a kid and he got some ugly-ass glasses that were too big for his face? Well, yeah, I did, but this is 2023 now and I'm an adult. No more of those double-bridge Jeffrey Dahmer glasses. I got me some contact lenses now. And I have to say, a lot has changed in the old eye doctor world since then. I mean, sure, some things are still the same. You still have to go through all those tests with the eye doctor's assistant. Like the test where you have to smash your face up against the machine and stare at a fucking hot air balloon while they measure the circumference of your eyeball or whatever the hell they do. Now, maybe instead of the hot air balloon, some of you may get the old big barn on the horizon, whatever your flavor is. And I don't know about you, but every time I stare at that thing, I feel like I'm being set up for like one of those jump scares, like it's fucking 2016.
Okay, now focus on the big balloon. Open up really big now. Just a few more seconds and blah.
Okay, good. You saw the demon, right? That means you don't have cataracts or some shit. I don't know. All right, on to the next test. And the next test, of course, is that piece of shit glaucoma test that everybody hates. You know, where you put your head in one of these bad boys and they're all like,
Okay, you're gonna feel a little puff of air on your eyeball. You ready? Okay, let's do the next eye.
so immediately I'm on guard at this point. I know that test is coming. It's always after the hot air balloon. Well, imagine my surprise when this lady pulls out a little handheld thingy. And my first thought was, oh, fuck, they turned it into a gun? This is gonna be bad. So she pulls the hammer back on this thing and points it at me all execution style.
All right, now you might feel a little tickle on your eyeball. You ready?
God, are you holding your breath right now?
Can you just get it over with already?
Now, I'll be damned, but this lady was correct. It is just a little tickle on your eyeball now. Holy hell, put a point on the board for the eye doctor in 2023. They fixed the goddamn glaucoma test. What a time to be alive. So now I'm feeling pretty good. That is, until they make the arbitrary decision that they need to dilate my eyeballs. Now, if you've never had your eyes dilated before, well, the process works like this. First, they drop battery acid into your eyeballs, and then they make you Stevie Wonder your ass back out to the waiting room for 15 minutes until your fucking pupils look like you just dropped acid.